On the West Coast, no two programs have rocked the establishment more than these two, and it's built a rivalry between them that's been nasty at times. It's had its fair share of cheap shots and ruined seasons, all in the quest for the milk can. Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California. It's the Boise State Broncos and the Fresno State Bulldogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the air, it's Madsen. Got the back over the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wagner. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Takes the handoff. It's Gaines. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They feed him again. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Yeah, I think this quarterback just needs to do a better job working through his progression. Looked to me like he was trying to force that into his guy who was covered on the play. There were other people open.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. And if they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Guys, they first played in 1977. They've had their battles in the WAC, the Mountain West, and here they are again today.
Yeah, they've changed conferences, and it's kind of an interesting rivalry, Palmer, because they don't play every year. But it's been kind of neutral the last 10 matchups, so good little rivalry, still budding, still blooming.
Yeah, it's a fun one to watch, David. This thing really kicked off back when Boise State joined the WAC, and that year they upset then number 8 Fresno State. I think that's when people around the country started paying more attention to this rivalry.
Bust through behind his pad. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
Well, one thing you know about this guy is once he has the ball in his hands, he's very difficult to bring down to the ground. That time, really nice job breaking a tackle, getting north, picking up more yards. Defense, they need to gang tackle him because he is a problem.
The run from the shotgun. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Martin back to pass. Finds his man. It's McClain. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to get the first through the air. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And it's decision time on this first drive. And I choose aggressiveness, right? Set the tone in this football game. You got a 4th and short situation, trying to get points on this drive, establish yourself, be aggressive here on this 4th down.
Kill. 214 close. 214 close. 814 choice. 814 choice.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gaines. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Off play action. They're working that left side. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
And
breaks into the open.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Bulldogs have a lot of options on second and inches. Give to the running back. Here's a little room there. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The hand to the running back. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the second level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And, yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this run.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Ready? Kill. 949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the extra point was good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll run it again. Maybe some room here. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking for a gap. It's Gaines. There he goes. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The give to the back. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
Second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
3rd down for the offense after recovering their own fumble. He's looking downfield to throw. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it.
Hey, chill it. 180 race car. 180 race car. Ready. White.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for a big play. Upstairs to make the catch. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's get things popping with Maryland taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Terrapins, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. And talk about turning your season around. That's now 3 straight for this team after they dropped the first 2.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to...
Snags it, and he's open.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The offense changing the play. Martin will throw it. Hauls it in. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to power their way ahead. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. The play in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20 on a touchback.
And, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And the Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires quickly. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Man, punts just aren't going to get this team back into game. That was the problem early, just not able to convert on 3rd downs, but a really good job there. Nice execution. That should really help their confidence moving forward.
Pulls it in. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Bringing it back, and they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running behind that left side. Finds a crease at the could be an alley. Touchdown, Fresno State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sidelines going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
He'll bring it out. It's Goff. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Trying the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll return it from around the 50. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Neither of these teams are ranked in the top 25 at the moment, but it's early in the season. Still plenty of time to fight their way in as we take a look at how things stand now. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. He'll try it again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Martin back to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Martin will throw it. Unloads to the right. He's got it. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Bulldogs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run inside. It's Ramirez. Got a little grass. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs.
674, take off. Here we go. Hey, kill it.
Quarterback may change this route.
139 Albatross.
On the run, it's Thomas. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down.
Kill it. 8-14 choice. 8-14 choice. Kill. 5-28 cruise. 5-28 cruise.
Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. They've got a ways to go on this third down from the 10. Martin back to pass. He wants it all. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon that this QB has.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. On the ground, it's Gaines. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Got his man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll keep it on the ground. Picks up the first down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. First down for this offense.
Here we go. Ready.
Running inside. It's Ramirez. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. All game is over. So the Bulldogs get the win over the Broncos, and you know Fresno State is going to relish this victory for every single second until they clash again. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.